Welcome between these hallowed hedges. Sanford Stadium in Athens, Georgia, home to the Georgia Bulldogs. They've had a little chicken, they've had a little drink, and friends, it's time once again to let the big dogs eat. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. The Wolverines will boot it away to start the game. Fielded in the end zone, it's Flanagan. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. First down for the offense. They go to the ground. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Give that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Finds Zach Priest, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
I think you run that play so you stay out of 3rd and long. 3rd and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. 3rd and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good 3rd down.
And to keep this opening drive going, they'll need to convert 3rd and 1. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Man, this is a defense that prides themselves on stopping the run, and that is a huge statement on their opponent's opening drive of the game. 3rd and short, they don't just get a stop. They get a tackle for loss. That sends a very clear message that they're going to be the more physical side today.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. He unleashed a bullet on that pass and converted the 4th down. Fires toward the end zone. Pass on the way, it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs. But I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. Complete to the left. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Pocket starts to collapse. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. And the Wolverines come to the line in the hurry-up. If there's ever been a position group that sort of identifies with the team's mascot, it would be the bulldog mentality of this Georgia front.
Those hunkering down dogs up front, they got to hunker down and stop the run and be physical. And then guess what? It gets into passing situations. Now I'm quick. Now I'm on the edge. Now I'm making that quarterback's life a living you-know-what.
Gonna let it fly. Makes a catch at the 20. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking.
Fires into traffic. It's picked off. Trying to take it back. At the 20. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
I tell you what, it puts you in a tough position when you're backed up inside your own 20 trying to come out. But when you're a defense and you can force a turnover and you already set your offense up in scoring position, they are going to be extremely happy, and that offensive coordinator is going to look extremely smart.
They want to run this quarterback. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going, handing the ball.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. This crowd busting the decibel meter and trying to will a 4th down stop. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. And here comes the field goal unit. And this one splits the uprights. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. North Carolina is down right now, but that kid on the defensive side, I know this is a big statement, but he looks like a young Lawrence Taylor. Do not rule out a comeback. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Tennessee. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here. Guys?
Thanks for the update. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. And here comes the Michigan offense back on the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get...
Looking for the end zone. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew it, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
Fires and picked off. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick.
And the quarterback is snowed under.
What a great play. This guy is a force on this D-line. You think about Michigan football defensively, they've got dudes up front. Aiden Hutchinson, Brandon Graham, Mozzie Smith, Rashawn Gary. Guys that can win one-on-one and guys that cheat.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Brings up third down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Michigan 10, Georgia 0.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. Quarterback checking off. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. Bringing it back. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. They'll kick it off and send that defense right back out there to try to score again after the pick 6. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking in this one.
Yeah, nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now, chip into this lead, try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
And the incompletion brings up a second down for this offense. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw, it's Rashada. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. And it's a fumble after that huge gain. Defense swarming. Ball, it'll be a turnover. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Looking for a productive play on first down. They'll run the toss. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
Snap it to the back. Wrestled down at the 32 after a pickup of 5. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up. You put on that winged helmet, and the one thing you want to do is establish the running game.
Yeah, no matter who the coach is.
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
This defense needed something to go right. Man, they're down big already in the first half. Get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. This could start some momentum going back the other direction.
They'll try to put it in drive this time on second down from the 22. Nifty little dance step. And it's on the ground. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball.
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble. Man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
This offense is completely confident in their ability to get 1 yard. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the ball is intercepted. Looking for more room. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
We've just seen in this game the ball has just gotten away from him a little bit. A couple of times, just hasn't been able to put it where he wants to. And as a result, that's now his 2nd pick thrown in this game.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the 1st down mark.
Well, when you're throwing these out routes, guys, it's location, location, location. As a QB, you've got to put that out in front of your guy so he can make the catch. You put that behind him, that might be getting picked. Nice job there by the QB.
We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. Wide out in motion. Quick touch pass to the receiver. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Looking to pick up a 1st down on 3rd and short from the 43. To the air, it's Grishada. Fires to the wide out. Going to throw it to the right. He's got his man. And this junior loves to show off that big arm. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They're going to throw it again. Looking to scramble. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
It's so nice to be an offense on 2nd down in short yardage situations. Why? I can take shots. If I want to, I can just act like I'm going to run to try to get the 1st down, take a deep shot down the field. I can run the football, the whole playbook.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense uses their 2nd timeout of the half as they try to get their act together. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. 3rd and goal from way back there. He's looking downfield to throw. Snags it over the middle. And they make the stop, and this offense has it inside the 5, and they are threatening. They allowed the completion, but this defense was swarming to keep them away from that 1st down line.
Yeah, and you allow completions in those 3rd down situations underneath the sticks, and you come up and rally, and everybody flies to the football. That's great execution by this defense.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. 1st and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Snags a quick pass on the left. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The DBs will back off a bit. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Scrambling away. He'll throw one to his right. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
And this QB's got to find his rhythm. Like he's out of sorts right now. He's out of sync. The ball's not coming out on time. The ball's not in rhythm. Receivers and quarterbacks and tight ends got to get on the same page, man. This offense has got to get something going positive because they've just been struggling through the air.
He's got his man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
QBs, when you see zone coverage, man, can you manipulate defense when you have a good pocket and you've got time to throw. He had a little bit of time to throw. You can move guys with your eyes. That drag comes wide open. Good throw, good catch, first down.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. These guys are bringing serious heat. They are like sharks swarming and just getting after the passer. He wants to pass it on second down. Hit as he throws. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
Yeah, and on money down defensively, you've got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the fourth down.
He gets a block. And you make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Ready to get things going here in the second half as Georgia about to kick it away. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. First down here for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. He wants to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Stewart. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. We talk a lot about Michigan building its offense around the running game, but they've always had an effective quarterback who can make plays down the field.
And I think some people hear effective, Reese, and take that as an insult, right? Like, I don't want to hear about my quarterback being effective. I want him to be explosive. I want him to be dynamic. But Michigan doesn't really have those guys most of the time at that quarterback spot. But when they find those good ones, they have great seasons.
He's looking for a man on second down. Fires to the middle. He's got it. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
Man, he looks like he's in a rhythm on this drive, right? 3 for 3. He's going where he needs to go with the football. The defense doesn't have any answers for him. If I'm the offensive coordinator, I'm letting this guy keep chucking it down here close to the goal line.
The Wolverines have it in scoring position on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Touchdown, Michigan! And the beatdown has ensued. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, let's recap that ranked-on-ranked matchup that has just gone final. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the fourth quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough. And we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
One play in this drive and already out to the 41. It's first down. Fast motion from the offense. Off the play fake on first down. Looking to take a shot. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line.
Well, if they're going to get back in this game, they need more plays like that. That was something that was missing in the first half. Explosive plays in the passing game, and they get one here, trailing early in the third quarter. Let's see if these receivers can make more plays like that as this game goes on.
They'll throw it on first down. He's not afraid to go deep. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. Offense set on first down. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Nice job by the pass rush. They know if they can get to this QB, they can hit him and force these incompletions.
Fires to the big fella.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. He's going to pass. Coming after it. Lofts one high and deep. And that is interception number 3 on the day. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Turnover margin always goes such a long way in deciding who wins the football game. Interception number 3, that is no bueno. Got to take care of the football. Can't keep putting your defense in a bad position, putting them on the field time and time again.
He'll come out throwing on first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+. That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it first and 10 from just across the 50. Trying to get to it. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
Man, this defensive end is a monster. I mean, you've seen his athleticism and his speed and his bend and his flexibility. He now has 2 sacks, and there's still a lot of football to play.
To the air, it's Rashada. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, another incompletion, and you can see the frustration building, but you got to give the defense credit. They came into this one knowing no one was giving them a shot because of their record, because of what their stats are on paper. but they're playing better football. They're playing with better effort, and right now they're making the most plays.
And he'll make the grab along the sideline, but he's not able to get to the first down marker.
So surprised we have not been calling this guy's name more. He's one of the best tight ends in the country, but give the defense credit. They have had an outstanding game plan limiting him so far. That's only his second catch of the game.
Makes the grab, and he's got the first. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Got his man on the right. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second. It allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
After an unproductive first half and opening drive of the second half, the offense finally finding a little something to jumpstart them. They've got a first down. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. He wants it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in the game.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Just one of those mistakes that can happen as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here comes the offense on 1st down. And they got him for the sack. And the Wolverines want to move quickly.
And I think if you're the head coach here, you've kind of got mixed reviews on your passing attack so far because, yes, you've thrown for a bunch of yards and you've thrown a couple touchdowns, but you've also given up 4 sacks now. Pass protection has not been great, even though they've got the lead in this game.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Michigan 24, Georgia 8.
First down to start the drive after the break. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on 2nd down. On the move. He breaks a tackle. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team's being out-physical. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They are just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. The 10. Touchdown, Wolverines. And the pummeling has started. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. Two-point conversion attempt is on the way. Trying to pound their way in. He's into the end zone for the 2 and extends the lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it off with an electrifying 45-yard run to the house. Here he comes from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Feeling lost one deep down the right side. And he's thrown another interception. Taking it the other way. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Michigan. They push out that lead a bit and draw much closer to a win here in Week 9. Wide receiver shows motion. Wants to pass. He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they tack on a little more to this big lead. They're lining up to kick it off after the pick 6, and that defense will come out feeling it. On the run from inside his own 5. Makes a move. He found some really good running room on that one and just about got loose. As it is, good return to set up the drive. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess
what a snag by the defense. Got some room to run. The 20. Touchdown, Wolverines. A great return for the touchdown. Welcome to Fayetteville, and whoop, pig suey as the Arkansas Razorbacks are ready to take the field. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. As we see the number 7 team in the country, the Penn State Nittany Lions, taking on the winners of 4 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Razorbacks will kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Running to the left. Good, solid run on that one as he gets.
Ball carrier.
3-yard line. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
Man, oh man, that ball carrier was just shut down.
And I tell you what, they need some push up front too, right? They got to move those defensive linemen out of the way, at least create a hole so your running back has a chance. Not there, he didn't have it.
They'll go with a direct snap. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Crosses the 45. Off he goes. At the 20. Touchdown, Penn State! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 10.
Yeah, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Penn State 7, Arkansas 0.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Set to advance on the football.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The offense set for a first down play. They're going to throw it to start the drive. That's caught. It's Johnson. SEC versus the Big Ten. They compete at everything. They try to outspend each other, and they certainly want to beat each other on the field.
So many national championships, so many Heisman Trophy winners shared between these two conferences, David. Everybody gets excited when the Big Ten takes on the SEC.
And these games matter so much. The fans get so amped up, so juiced up, to the point where we hear in the stands what? SEC, SEC. They wouldn't say that if conference pride wasn't a real thing.
Underneath toasted coverage, got it deep downfield. And the Razorbacks headed quickly to the line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. Ready to try the point after. Right down the boulevard. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish things off with a 21-yard touchdown pass. After that latest answer tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he's going to bring it out. Gets it across the 20 to the 21, and not quite what he would have picked up just taking the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse. And they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. This quarterback, part of their running game. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24.
Listen, I know that's not a huge gain, but those run plays add up. They make you tackle the back every single play. Physically, you have to get some guy on the ground. It takes its toll throughout a fourth-quarter game.
Looking for room. It's Singleton. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. Here comes the hurry up. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Penn State.
Line getting set on 2nd down. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
And offenses want to continue to feature the run. They want balance. Even if it's not super successful, you can take it little bit at a time just to keep that defense honest.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Leaves it with the running back. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The Nittany Lions are moving quickly down the field. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
The give to the tailback. The Nittany Lions get enough for the first down.
Man, they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. And you think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enis, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Motion from the offense. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
Yeah, and way to be creative. Way to get the ball in the perimeter really quickly. Get some speed outside. All you got to do is secure that edge, and you're just trying to get that first down. Nice job. Nice play call by the offense.
Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Power football with the run. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first, an array of possibilities here.
And that would be the definition of first down success. Putting yourself in a good position. It's second and inches. I can do whatever I want next. I can take a shot down the field. I can run the football and get a new set of downs. Like, nice first down execution.
On the run, it's Wallace. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
And the Nittany Lions will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half. So loud it's rattling your fillings on 3rd and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's dragged down.
How about that? You don't see those, touch passes go for negative yards very often. Usually this is a short flip that counts as a completion that goes a long way, but the defense aggressive. Saw it, pulled the trigger, came outside, made sure he didn't get outside and get to that edge. Nice job by the defense.
The official says no good. And after the missed field goal, guys, we are still locked up. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Back to pass, it's Green. throws to the wideout. Tremendous awareness along the sideline and the ability to get the foot down for the big pickup. Comes out throwing on first down. They're bringing heat. He'll try to do it himself. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. The Razorbacks are in the hurry-up. On second down, wants to throw it. Rifles it down the middle. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks! They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Toledo is ahead in this one. This team plays a hard-nosed brand of football there in the MAC, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And the returner goes down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to throw. It's Allard. He's going for a big play downfield. They intercept it. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, the game plan's been pretty simple offensively, right? They are taking shots, and they're being aggressive throwing it down the field. This guy's already got 2 touchdown passes. We're still in the first half, and on that last one, he was looking for number 3.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wideout set, trips right. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On 2nd down, looking again to throw. Going back to the well, another deep ball. He's got it in the end zone! Touchdown, Arkansas! Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Going for the return. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. Now, they're backed up here, Jesse. Wonder how aggressive they're willing to be.
I think it's going to come down to how much confidence they have in this quarterback and his decision-making, because you cannot throw an interception at this part of the field with this little time left.
And I think that's conversations you've had with a young fellow on the sidelines, being like, what are you comfortable with right here that we can run? Maybe stay aggressive, but make sure I don't make that mistake.
Offense gets set for second down. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the run. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. Just enough time to get off one more snap. Scanning the field, it's Allard. Takes a shot as he lets it go. And he intercepts it. Got room on the return. Running inside the 20. Oh, and after the big gain, the ball's loose. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They got plenty done through the air in the first half, and we'll see if they even need to look for balance as we start the third. He unleashes a long one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to fire on second down. Now improvising. He's going to run it. Slithers into space. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Pressure coming. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. And the Razorbacks in the hurry up.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up in pass pro a bit longer against this athletic.
Looking for a deep man. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Yeah, and I like the shot, the aggressive play down the field. And we like throwing those jump balls up to my receiver, because usually the receiver makes the play and makes the defender look bad. Nice job by the defender getting a hand on it, tipping that ball away from the wide receiver. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, looking for the completion. He'll take another shot here. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Ran the ball on first down. Let's see what they do on second. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. And he's a real nowhere man, tackled in this no-gain land.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
Looking for a man. It's Aller. Got his man down the middle. Finds a crease at the 20. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big third down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Direct snap. Pulled down after a pickup of 5. A statement run in the red zone to the 13. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Snap it to the back. They knock him down after a pickup of 4. Ball is at the 9-yard line.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
They'll try to power their way ahead. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
This is a designed run. And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Nittany Lions! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. But then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Johnson. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They were really aggressive going for it in their own end last time. It put them in a tough spot, David.
Yeah, aggressive, reckless. They got to find the balance with this offense to really be productive. And last possession they went for it. They rolled the dice, Palmer, and it didn't work out for them.
Yeah, if you're better on third down moving forward, though, you can keep yourself out of those situations.
The Razorbacks will hustle to the line. Remember some of the years when the Hogs spent a lot of time in the Wildcat just running it? You don't have to do that with this guy quarterback.
And it just makes you less predictable, right? You got a running back in there. You know you're not going to throw it very much, but when they do have the ability to put...
He lost one down the sideline. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. After the misfire now on second down.
I don't blame the quarterback for taking that shot either, man. He's cooked up with this guy twice today for scores. Give him another try. They just couldn't get on the same page on that.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, the quarterback knew where he wanted to go with the ball. His intended target just wasn't open, so the quarterback made sure he put that football in the stands.
They had the big play to start the drive, but a couple of misfires now leaves us with 3rd and 10. And he can't escape, and down he goes. Oh, the offense is taking a chance here, staying on the field inside its own 40. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, looking to pass. Getting some heat. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Love the coverage on defense there. 4th down. They were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. The back goes in motion. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. So no room to run there, and you wonder after that loss on first down where they turn now.
Yeah, and that's why it's so important for the defense to win these first downs, right? You want to create negative plays to make this offense so much more predictable.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to the quarterback. Looking deep. And it's hauled in at the 10. Touchdown, Penn State! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Number 7.
That is such a nice job by the receiver there in that trick play, acting like he's going to block and then getting downfield. He was wide open, thinking to himself, just don't drop this, just don't drop this. All he had to do was catch it and run it into the end zone.
Well, and I think people underestimate the timing of a flea flicker, right? When you got to hand the football off, get the toss back, and the quarterback now be in sync with the receiver, and he catches it, you're right, and then gets into the end zone like he's supposed to for the big-time play.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. The give to the back. Got room at the 35. Gets enough for the first down, but not sure they'll get another play off here in the 3rd quarter. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver shows motion. Looking to go up top on first down. He's going to let it go. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. And the Razorbacks want to crank the tempo.
Offensive players know where the ball is going. Defensive players don't. Great job by the DB adjusting to the football, seeing it, playing the wide receiver, and making sure he can't catch the football.
Well, I love the effort by the quarterback here. He extends the play. Nothing open right away. There's a little bit of pressure. He gets to the outside, tries to take a shot down the field, just not on the same page with his intended target.
Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. How about this confidence in the running game, and he picks up 9, just short of the marker. It'll be 4th and 1. Try to get it on the ground. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Yeah, and you see some people get upset with offsides in the defense. I call it the cost of doing business. It's just part of being great off the football. Sometimes you'll guess, and sometimes you'll be wrong. The first one is always on me, Coach, and then the second one, usually he takes me out of the game.
Going up top on first down. Forced out of the pocket. Trying to escape and get it himself. And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. Finally, some signs of life from this offense, which has done nothing in the second half. It's 1st and 10. They're trying to get to it. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Looking for a man. It's Green. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Receiver on the move gets the touch pass. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Using his feet. Kept it on the ground on third down, picked up 5 yards, but it'll still be 4th and 1. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. On the move. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Man, listen, we know this QB wants to take off. 4th down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
To the ground with the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is a top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The clock stops as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the game. Listen to this crowd just shaking the girders of this place, trying to help their defense. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
You got to fight fire with fire. You got to fight speed with speed. There's a receiver with the ball out in the open field trying to get the corner, but a cornerback with the same type of speed and athleticism able to make the tackle. Nice job.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Leaves it with the back. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the 1st down marker. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Going for it on 4th down late in a tie game. This is a huge play. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he gets enough on the catch for the 1st down.
Man, those plays are frustrating on the defense. You get 3 stops and you force that 4th down, trying to get off the field, but the offense makes the play, gets the 1st down. It's almost like you got to kind of recalibrate, refocus. Forget that one. Let's do it again.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Line gets set, 1st down. Little touch pass to the receiver. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that.
And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth.
And the defense gets home and gets the quarterback on the ground. We heard all week how important this would be, protecting the quarterback. Last week, this defense had 4 sacks. They've done a nice job. Forget this one and move on.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety.
And this defense makes the play of the football game. You think tie game, late in the ball game, we're trying to get a stop. No, no, no. They get the stop. They get the big safety. Now take the lead and take control of this football game. That was the play of the game.
And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. And right now, you still have a 2-point lead, David, but you have to be aggressive.
And don't let that scare you, right? You've been executing offensively. You still got the lead, Jesse. No need to panic.
Yeah, and this is where your leaders on offense really have to step up. They got to keep everybody calm and make sure everyone's on the same page here on this drive.
Just inside the 40-yard line, it's 1st and 10 from the 39. It came down to the final quarter, clutch plays, guys delivered, and they get the close win.
Yeah, Reese, big-time players make big plays in big games, and that's what happened in this circumstance. As a coaching staff, David, you love this. You know that you have confidence in your guys to go out and be able to execute when it matters the most.
Correct, and you don't know until the games, right? You don't know when those moments present themselves. How are they going to handle it? Great job handling a close game, executing down the stretch like they needed to.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of This storied house has seen some of the game's greats. Boz, Bradford, Peterson, and Stoops. Welcome, everyone, to Norman, Oklahoma, and the Palace on the Ferry, home to the Oklahoma Sooners. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see a team coming off a crucial bye week, the Ohio State Buckeyes, taking on a team from the SEC, the Oklahoma Sooners. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready.